The South Caucasus, a crossroads of Europe, the Middle East, and Asia, is once again on edge. Tonight, multiple signals suggest Russia may be preparing new military operations here, a move that could ignite the most dangerous escalation since the 2020 Karabakh War. At the end of this video, I'll share a development so unexpected it could flip every assumption about what happens next. Armenia and Azerbaijan have just signed a U.S.-brokered peace deal in Washington, granting America operational rights over a key transit route through Armenia's Sunik region. For Moscow, this is a direct challenge to decades of dominance. Analysts warn that with its influence eroding, Russia could turn to hybrid destabilization, or even force projection, to claw back control. The Zangezur corridor, linking Azerbaijan to its Nakhichevan exclave and onto Turkey, is now under Western, not Russian, oversight. Iran has voiced concern. Turkey sees opportunity, and Russia, tied down in Ukraine, faces a shrinking window to act. If you were in Moscow's war room, would you strike now to reassert influence, or bide your time and risk losing the region entirely? Drop your take in the comments. Your perspective fuels this conversation. Reports from regional observers point to increased Russian troop movements near the Armenian border, and stepped-up exercises in the North Caucasus military district. While no formal operation has been announced, the pattern mirrors pre-invasion postures seen elsewhere. Control of the South Caucasus means leverage over the Middle Corridor, the shortest land route between China and Europe. Losing it would be a strategic blow to Moscow's trade and energy influence, and a win for NATO-aligned corridors. And just before we wrap, there's a development that could change the calculus overnight. Sources in Yerevan suggest elements of Russia's 58th Combined Arms Army, recently rotated from Ukraine, may be earmarked for regional security tasks in Armenia's south. If confirmed, this would be the first major redeployment of combat-experienced Russian units into the South Caucasus since 2020. Here's the shocking new piece. Open-source indicators show rail movements toward Gyumri in Armenia, and new notices of air activity over the North Caucasus sighting exercises along routes toward Armenia. If that's a force package, we may be days from a coercive peacekeeping move framed as stabilization, or a hybrid push to seize transit leverage without crossing borders. What does that mean now? Expect pressure on roads, communications, and energy nodes in Sunik and along the Georgian route. For the full breakdown of Moscow's playbook and likely countermoves, watch the next video in this series. Subscribe for fast, verified updates, and tell me below, is this brinkmanship or the opening move? Thank you for watching. Subscribe for clear, fast briefs without the noise, and tell me below, is this the start of a new war, or just another high-stakes bluff?